We have spoken of the Tao that cannot be named, of the empty bowl that holds because it is hollow, of water that yields and yet wears away the stone. These are beautiful images, but Laozi never meant them to stay as images alone. They are doors, and the way we walk through them is the body itself. In this chapter, we come down from the high view and rest in something close and ordinary, the breath that is moving in you even now, the weight of your hands, the quiet animal that carries you through every day. The Tao Te Ching does not give a manual with numbered exercises. That was not its way. Yet woven through its lines is a clear sense that the practice is physical before it is mental. When the text asks, "Can you keep the breath soft, soft like a newborn child?" it is not asking a riddle. It is pointing to a real and gentle thing you can feel. The newborn breathes without effort, low in the belly, never gripping the air, never forcing the chest. That ease is the first teaching of the body. Most of us, by the time we are grown, breathe high and short, as if always a little afraid. To return to the low, slow breath is already to return toward the Tao. So we begin simply. Sit in a way that lets the spine be long without strain. Let the shoulders fall. Let the jaw unclench, for we hold a surprising amount of holding there. Now do nothing to the breath at all. This is the part that confuses the eager. We are not trying to breathe deeply or count to any number. We are only watching the way you might watch a slow river without wishing it to flow faster. The air comes in. The air goes out. There is a small pause at the bottom, like the stillness of the empty valley, and the breath returns on its own, uncalled, generous. You did not ask for the next breath, and yet here it is. This is Wu Wei made flesh, the action that happens of itself when we stop interfering. As you settle, the attention naturally drops. We speak of the lower belly, a few fingers below the navel, the place the old Chinese teachers called the field of cinnabar, the quiet center of the body. You need not believe anything mystical about it. Simply let your awareness sink there, as warm water finds the lowest place. When attention lives in the head, we are all thought and worry, busy as a market. When attention rests in the belly, the mind grows still by itself, the way muddy water clears when you stop stirring it and let it sit. Laozi says, "Empty the mind and fill the belly." People have argued over those words, but the body knows the meaning. A racing, overfull mind and a tense, hungry, gripping center go together. Soften the center, breathe into it, and the mind has less to feed on. The thoughts do not vanish, but they lose their urgency. They drift past like clouds that no longer need your help to move. Throughout the day, the same practice continues without a cushion. Notice when the breath climbs into the chest, when the hands clench the wheel or the phone, when the shoulders rise toward the ears. These are the small alarms of a self that has forgotten the Tao. You do not scold yourself. You simply let the breath fall again, let the shoulders drop, let the grip ease. The body becomes a faithful teacher, always honest, telling you the moment you have left the way and offering in the very next breath the path home. There is a deeper movement here too, and it asks for patience. As the breath grows quiet and the attention grows soft, the hard outline of the self begins to loosen. We usually feel ourselves as something locked behind the eyes, looking out at a separate world. But sit long enough in the low, slow breath, and the boundary thins. Where does the breath end and the air begin? Where does the warmth of your hands stop and the room start? The body, watched gently, stops feeling like a fortress and starts feeling like a current, part of the great breathing of all things. This is the embracing of the Uno that the text praises, not an idea you believe, but a softening you allow. And here is the thread that holds this whole chapter together. The Tao is not reached by climbing away from the body into some pure thought. It is reached by sinking deeper into the body until the body itself becomes transparent, until breath and attention grow so quiet that the small, grasping self has nothing left to hold. The practice is not to add something rare. It is to subtract the effort, the gripping, the fear, until what was always here, the easy breath of the newborn, the stillness of the valley, the yielding of water, shines through the ordinary flesh you carry everywhere. In the next chapter, we will look honestly at what stands in the way, the inner obstacles that rise the moment we try to be still, the restlessness, the boredom, the doubt, the old wounds that surface in the silence. We will see how Laozi would have us meet them, not with force, but with the soft and patient strength of water finding its way.